You're like, all right, I'm gonna follow God and I've changed and I'm a new person and everything's gonna be great. And that's when you go through the worst time of your life. You go through hell after you say yes and you're mad. You're like, it's been a month, I go to church every week, I pray, I read the Bible, why is everything so bad?
Yeah.
And he talks about puzzle and how you gotta break the puzzle and then kind of put it back together. It's like you want God to fix everything in a week when you've been messing up your life for 25 years. And you expect it to be just good right away. So I think it all just comes to faith and just having the faith that everything's gonna fall in place the way that you're supposed to. So I think with manifesting, it's so much more of like, just believing in it and letting it happen organically the way it's supposed to and not trying to force things. Because when you try to force something, that's when it's bad or wrong or you just feel terrible about yourself. Like when you try to force a relationship that you clearly know you're not supposed to be in and then you're depressed for 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I remember when I trained as a monk, so many of our teachings were in the same vein around it. When you pray for humility, your ego gets crushed. And so when you're praying for strength, you're sent challenges.
Yeah.
Right, when you pray for strength, you have to be strengthened, and that's gonna take challenges and going through pain.
Or when you pray for patience, and then your patience gets real tested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just, blindly trusting that things are gonna be okay, just like we blindly trust an Uber driver to get us safe to our destination.
Yeah, absolutely. And the beautiful thing about getting that ability or that characteristic or that quality or whatever we want to call it, that virtue, is that it stays with you.
Yeah.
You now have that in your toolkit.
Yeah.
Like once you've experienced patience or lived with patience, you can now use that again in the future.
Yeah.
It's not like you lose it.
Yeah, one of the things that I value more is grace. Once I understood grace, I've definitely had a lot more patience with people because I understand grace. And I'm glad that I went through the struggle of understanding what grace really was so I can actually walk the way that I have been walking just from understanding that. For example, there are so many mistakes that I've made in my life, as we all have, growing pains or whatever, and God had the grace to still love me through it and take me to the side. I know there's so many people who are like, I can't walk in church until I'm good with God because if I walk in there, I'm gonna turn into flames. I'm like, no, that's like the best time to actually walk into church, and that's when the angels are like, hallelujah. And I think when I encounter people that probably don't have the best spirit or the best attitude, I just have a grace for them because I'm like, you know what? I don't know the pain that they're going through. I don't know the darkness that they're in. It might look good on the outside, but something might be going on the inside, and I'm just a little more patient and just like, okay. I mean, sometimes people do press my buttons and I do snap. I am human, but I'm very good about going back and be like, yo, what's going on? Because I didn't like the way I reacted to this, and I reacted to this because you pushed me this way, but like, I'm sure something deeper is going on.
Yeah.